Hi, it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. Thank you for joining me today. I am coming on with a video tutorial for a twist and pop card. We made this in my March class. I promised my ladies I would make a video, but for today's card I am going to use, it's more about the mechanism and how to do it rather than the embellishment, but I decided that I would use some retiring DSP, and that's Bloom Where You're Planted designer series paper. So I've got a card base, and this is thick basic white, 4 inches by 11.5, and it's scored here at 5 3/4. For the front, I've embossed with the macrame 3D embossing folder some basic white, and this is 3 3/4 by 5.5. And then I've got cinnamon cider for the mechanism, and this is 3 inches by 8 inches, and this is 3/4 by 10. I've got some more DSP. This is DSP from that pack. That's going to be for the inside. Then I've got 4 pieces the same. This is 2 1/4 by 3 inches. I've got 2 in basic white and 2 in the designer series paper. That's for the panels. And then I have used one of the Stitch So Sweetly dies to create a label for the front. And I have done lots of fussy cutting from the designer series paper. Now I am going to do a little bit of stamping, and I'm going to make it a happy birthday card, and that's from Sweet Ice Cream. So all of the products that I'm using, apart from the basic white, is actually going to be retiring. So if you want to get your hands on it, there will be links to my blog and links to my online store, so you can pop over there and purchase them. So let me just do the mechanism for you, and then we can start constructing the card. So this is 3 1/4 by 10, and I have scored this at 2.5, 5 and 7.5. And that gets scored like that. So valley, mountain, valley. This 3 by 8 inch piece, I've marked from 2.5 inches from either side, here and here, and then I scored a line, so that's crossed, and then it's scored in the middle, that's at 1.5. So I'm gonna get my bone folder, and we'll reinforce those score lines. And you want to pull that up, and then again reinforce that. And what I'm going to do this time, actually, I'm just going to snip the very tip of that off, so there's a little square. So that's your mechanism. Now the triangles are what is going to glue to your card, and I am going to want to stick this bit to this bit, but I'm going to show you how. So you want to line up in the center. I'm going to fold those 2 bits in, because what I want to do is this bit is slightly thinner. You can see there's a slight hangover both ends, so you kind of want to get that in the center. I'm going to check 1.5, and that's 1.5, so that's good. And what we want to do is we want to put glue here and here. I'm just going to use wet glue, but you could use tear and tape. Trying not to get too much on there because you don't want it seeping out. And then fold that out like that. Give that a second to dry. While that's drying, I'm going to stick, let's have a look, there's the front. I'm just going to stick that on. Love this macrame. I'm going to stick that straight on. Just gives some lovely texture. To that card, and then to this label I'm just going to bring in let's have a look, or shall we, let's just wait, hold on, let's just wait. So we want plants for there, and then this mechanism you want to fold it a couple of times. And because we've scored it, it will actually fold in quite nicely. Now I'm going to try and decorate these as we go, so they can go straight on. And I love this brick wall designer series paper. I'm very tempted to get some more. The cinnamon cider is actually one of the in colours, so that is going to be retiring. So our in colours last for 2 years, so that's going to be retiring soon, which is a shame because I love the colour. Lovely. And then, so the only bit of stamping, I think I'm going to use Just Jade. Happy birthday. Just Jade, and that's one of the colours. Perfect. One of the colours in the designer series paper. I'm going to pop that one there. It is blowing a hoolie outside, and I have locked myself in my craft room to try and avoid the dreaded COVID. So there we go. Only one bit of stamping there. So we want plants for here. No, we're going to use that one. I think we're going to use the 2 big ones. For the front. Do we want 2 big ones for the front? I'm not sure. As you can tell, I've done lots and lots of fussy cutting. Now, I think I would quite like that for the front. So these are dies from the Plentiful Plants. Let me just have a look, and this designer series paper is just brilliant. Now I'm having this slightly off to that side because I don't want, it's all right if it overhangs this side, but you don't want it interfering with the seam that side. So will that fit? I think that can go on there, so I'm quite happy with that. Let's have a look. Both of those in there, that's better, and I'm not going to have that. Oh, the decisions. So there we are. I think we're happy with that. So I'm going to get some dimensionals. For the front piece, you don't want dimensionals on the inside. You don't really want that interfering with anything. A little bit too much. Glue. So just being mindful to avoid that seam there. Fabulous. Actually, I think I'm just going to put that there on its own. Yep. I'm just going to put one dimensional on there. That's holding that little die cut piece in there. Put one under here, give that plant a little bit of dimension there. Fabulous. So So that can go on the front. I better get this right now as I've done the whole card. So in order, I'm going to put this DSP here. It really is blowing a hoolie outside. Honestly, the weather's been so unpredictable. There we go. We'll close that down, and I want to put that in the middle here. So I'm gonna just eyeball it. Making sure nothing comes out when it's closed. And I'm gonna put some glue. And close that down. Just on that triangle. And now for the moment of truth. So we did quite well. I'm going to just give that a minute to dry, and these gilded gems are also retiring, so I'm going to go for and start using these on projects. So there we go. You would never know, and there is the surprise pop out, and that is perfect. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, then hit that button and also the notification bell so you get you find out when I post my videos. I did a quick sneaky live last week, and I am trying to be brave enough to actually do some lives and announce them, so maybe I get some people watching me live and joining in the fun. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.